I don't know how long before I stopped finding new things I hadn't seen before. I just saw the 303, very subtle use of the 303 there.
Thank you. It actually started when Julian Temple and you had decided to work together on Ibiza, this silent movie, and I found you absolutely fascinating and wanted to do a portrait of you.
Is it because I know how much exhaustive research you do to put these things together? Is it because you were fascinated enough that you wanted to really know what went on in my mind?
Absolutely. I didn't know enough about you. I knew a little bit about the music, but I didn't know anything else, the person behind it and how you got to that point. And I wanted to find out. And it's more of like a journey for me too, so it was a bit selfish, but I wanted to engage with you and see where you started.
Did you find anything scary in there?
Yeah.
Really? What's your favourite detail in this?
When I was researching, there was a comment that you made online. This young child was interviewing you, and you just made this passing comment about Donny Osmond and the piano. And I went to go find this image, this story, and I couldn't find it, and I couldn't find it. And it took, I think, about 2 weeks to get it. And I was finding other things, and I thought, well, I'm gonna superimpose it, I'm gonna make it up. And it's right there, and I found it. I ended up finding it, so I did this little dance of joy.
Because my favourite bit was the references to the kids. So the flowers.
Yes, so Nellie and Woody, and wanted to represent them, but do it symbolically. So I've put their star signs and the flowers for their birth month. And it's right there in the front because that's the most important thing.
And who would know? I mean, even I didn't know it. I just thought it was some nice, pretty flowers, but who knew the significance?
And yours, and your star sign, and so every, the rosemary that you were growing that used to be sitting up there in that window.
You think when you're doing it, do you think a lot of it that you're putting in is so obscure that only probably you and me and possibly my therapist would understand?
I think everybody can relate to it. There's the center of the record when we used to have our 45s. And do you know what that's called?
It's called the spider, I believe.
There you go. See, so, I had that as a kid, and I remember putting that in, and so hopefully everybody will find something that they can have a memory of and associate with.
You managed to find memories.
I wanted it to work up this way, so it has a natural flow of kind of where you started nightclubs, Croydon, Brighton. Where was your first nightclub?
First nightclub was Sherry's. Actually, you didn't find Sherry's. Sherry's was the
God, I'm going to have to redo
this.
That's probably because I didn't throwing this out. That's it. Okay.
I mean, the thing that really, really gets me is the Greyhound, because I must have told you that was where I used to hang out in my youth. Greyhound Club in Croydon was where I saw the Damned, XTC, Ultravox, Talking Heads, and the adverts. I went to every single one of the ones on that flyer.
But then you worked your way up and into Glastonbury and Ibiza, everywhere. Just would love it if you would be able to sign this, because it was a collaboration between you and I wouldn't have been able to do this without your input.
Are you sure? As long as you feel it's appropriate.
Absolutely.
Half of me, obviously, because it feels like it's me and though you did all the hard work, it feels like a collaboration, but at the same time, slightly loath to sign your art, but if it becomes part of it.
Yeah, it is. I think it is. I think it's
Does it
part
become
of it.
ours if I sign? Do I own a piece of it if I sign?
Absolutely. There you go.
Let's do that then.